I think that men should be corrected way more often. Women get corrected constantly, but it is not okay for a woman to correct a man. I have a coworker who is a man. He's a chef. And I went to the back the other day and I was just like, hey, the way that you wrap this in foil doesn't work for us because when we open it in the front, it's really hard to open. Could you wrap it in a different way so it's easier for us? And he was like, yeah, sure, I would be happy to. And with any other man, I would not feel confident to have that conversation because most men are never corrected and never given feedback because there is not a culture for it. I have a friend who is also a man and autistic. And autistic people often in conversation will do like a stream of consciousness thing where they will do all of their talking and they won't leave any space for the other person to talk. And as an autistic person, I understand this cadence and I do it myself at times. And I also understand that there's a way to be a conversationalist, that there is a way to leave space for the other person to engage with you and ask you questions, etc. And so what I said to him is, the way that you conduct conversation with me is I feel like you only talk about yourself. You never ask me questions about me or allow me to share things. And I really would like you to leave more space for me to talk and to ask me questions as if you are interested in knowing me. And he was super hurt by that. It's like he had never heard direct communication about anything. And I've had these conversations with women all the time. Women are used to receiving corrective feedback. Oh, you're doing a thing that doesn't work for me. I would like you to change it. And I don't think men ever receive that kind of communication. I don't think that they are prepared for it, and I think that they get super defensive around it. And this does not need to be a thing. It needs to be normalized for all people to be able to communicate with other people in this way, whether it is woman to woman, woman to man, man to woman. It is an art to learn how to take corrective feedback from other people because your first inkling is going to be defensiveness. But the corrective feedback is not, I am making you do something, or I need you to comply 100% with what I'm saying. It is, I would like you to know that what you do doesn't work for me or is incongruent with what I need. And I'm doing that as a service to you so that our relationship can both be deeper and more workable. I am not making a comment on who you are as a person. And if you take corrective feedback personally, it means that there is not a strong sense of selfhood. And I think we all have pretty weak selfhood around this stuff because nobody is very used to conflict in our culture. We have a very passive culture. To be able to hear corrections strengthens your self-esteem. And it's funny because we think of men as having a lot of self-esteem, but I don't think they do.